Hi everyone, I'm France. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm filming this on the last day of summer and I feel like there's some significance to that, but I also can't really explain what is the significance, but maybe I'm just gonna motivate some of you to read in this upcoming season. I hope I will. I really want to talk about these 4 books. These are some of the best books I feel like I've read in the past months. I would say in the past 3-4 months, these books have been very, very, very great. I have not made a video about reading in a very long time, so this is kind of exciting. If you don't know who I am, I exist on every possible platform ever. That is not Twitter, because I don't fuck with that shit. I'm scared of it, but you can find me everywhere. I don't really promote any of my other social media usually, but I don't know. I just feel like doing that today. I've started recently posting on Substack, so my Substack and my Instagram, the end music for cars, and also I'm on TikTok. Obviously I'm here on YouTube. Like, please, let's not forget this platform exists, guys. And let's just start yapping about the books because I really want to. The first book I want to talk about, I love this book. I absolutely love this book. I feel like everyone should read this book. If you have not read this book, you have to read this. This is The Safekeep by Yall van der Wooden. It is absolutely incredible. I have not read a novel this encompassing, this fascinating in such a long time. Honestly, I feel like what makes this book stand out from everything else is the sensory language used. When you're reading this book, you feel like you are in there with the characters. When I think of this book, I see the Dutch countryside. I feel the sun rays. I feel the summer rain. I feel winter. I feel a blizzard. I feel everything. This book is actually amazing. Also, it features one of the greatest plot twists I have witnessed in a long time. Such a great plot twist. There's another book that has a really good plot twist. We're going to talk about that later. The story takes place 15 years after the Second World War in the Dutch countryside. The protagonist of the book is Isabel, who lives all alone in this huge country home left to her by her late mother, and everything in the story changes once her routine that she's so used to living alone is unraveled by a guest. This is a queer love story, which we love. I love queer books. I love queer literature. Separate video idea, separate Substack idea. This is genuinely one of the best books I've read this year. I don't know if it's the best yet, because there's quite a lot of other books that are really good, and I don't know what is going to be my best book of the year this year. There's just so many good books, and the cover is so pretty. Can we bring the picture back? The cover, can we see it again, please? Yes, thank you so much. Here are some of the pictures that I feel like fit the aesthetic of this book, just because I feel like the best way how to describe this book is like, imagine Call Me By Your Name but set in the Netherlands. It's the Call Me By Your Name meeting the portrait of is it a girl on fire, a woman on fire? I don't know, but it's that vibe, it's that energy together, combined. Fantastic. Historical fiction, fantastic. The next book we're going to talk about is Americana. This is a modern classic at this point. Basically, it is like a decade old, and this book is going to be studied. This is going to be like literature class material, okay? So this book is going to be studied. I actually have it. Here you can see I have the 10th anniversary special edition, if anyone cares, but this book is also very good. Potentially one of the best stories about race I have read. I've read quite a few, but this one is, I don't know, there's something about it. I feel like the characters in this book are so interesting because you get to live with the characters for a few years. You get to see them grow. The main characters of this book are Ifemelu and Obinze. How to say their names? Don't know. They're the main characters, and they fall in love as teenagers in Nigeria, but throughout life, Ifemelu moves to the United States, and Obinze is forced to live as an illegal immigrant in the UK. And these are such interesting stories. I feel like this book really shows what immigration is like, what it's like to be an illegal immigrant. And it is very significant at this time, especially, I feel like, to read this book at this time, because like race and immigration are topics on everyone's mind, especially in America at this point. And it's very interesting how the protagonist of this book, when she moves to America, she encounters race for the first time in her life. A really interesting quote from this book is that she says that she has never felt black before until she came to America, which is so interesting. It portrays how some of the best critique of race and how race is viewed in America can be done by an outsider, someone who has not lived in this racial system, racial structure, someone who comes into this world and has to encounter it for the first time. I feel like that is so interesting. The perspectives in this book, oh my god. This is just a fantastic book. The language is great. The story is interesting. The characters are interesting. There's like everything, all the signs are pointing to read this book, okay? Like everything is telling you to read this. Also, my camera is dying and my computer are dying at the same time currently. So let's play a game. Can I get to the end of this video? Next book is The Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vuong. Ocean Vuong is most likely one of my favorite authors ever in the world. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, to me, is like one of the best books ever written. One of the most unique stories ever told. I mean, I was destined to love this. Like, there's none, I can't say anything. I simply adore Ocean Vuong's use of language and emotion in his stories. Every character is so emotional. There's depth to practically everyone in this book, and you can't help but fall in love with all the characters. In a dead town in Connecticut, New England, called East Gladness, a young boy standing on the edge of a bridge. He was going to jump until an elderly grandma saves him from a nearby house. This begins a very, very weird but heartwarming story of these two characters forming a life-changing friendship as the young boy becomes her caretaker, and she lets him stay in her house. All the characters are just so great. I just love Ocean Vuong. I love Ocean Vuong. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And this book features a Lithuanian character, which is so rare. It's so rare to see characters from the Baltic countries in books. Latvian, Lithuanian, Estonian characters, they never get mentioned. And I mean, I know this because I'm from these countries. So, you know, for me it matters. For other people it doesn't. But for me it matters. Like, where's the representation at? Like, actually, I love that there's Lithuanian language in this book. It genuinely made me cry and almost it makes me... The use of Lithuanian in this book makes me want to kill myself. Like, actually, I would put that quote up here, but I'm not going to put that quote up here because you guys won't understand if you haven't read this. But it's just so good. Like, I don't know how, but I feel like English sometimes is such a plain language that some of the deepest emotions felt can't be expressed in English. Like, I feel like other languages are so much better at expressing emotion than English is, because English is just so overused. It has lost all its meaning and implication. You know, saying I love you to someone in English never means the same thing as it means saying something in your native language. You know, saying like I love you to someone in your native language means so much more. Genuinely, just saying something in my native language means so much more. And this book also has a lot of immigrants in it and tells a story of immigration. Once again, this and Americana are both such crucial reads right now. So due to USA's crazy immigration policy right now, I think it's important to remember and acknowledge that immigrants know most deeply the intricacies of American life. They know it inside out. They are in the structure. They uphold the structure of the American life and the American dream. They are the creators of the American dream. It's them. It's not the fucking white people. They are the ones who go to America to live the American dream. They are the ones who uphold the American life. American life is best understood from an outsider's perspective. And this book, it's like inside and out simultaneously. And that's what I love about Ocean Vuong's work. It's so introspective. And the last book we're going to talk about today, before my camera dies, I think I could yap more, but I'm genuinely starting to get scared for my camera dying. That book is Martyr. Beautiful cover, okay? So it's by Kaveh Akbar. You might be sensing a little theme. This book also has an immigrant story, but I was not thinking about this when I was actually making this really that much. I didn't really think about that, but it just happened, you know. But I guess, you know, the world just aligns. Things just align, and, you know, sometimes you just gotta say what you gotta say. Like, sometimes this is just a sign that this is what we have to So, my camera did actually die. That's so great. I don't know what you see right now. I don't know. This is from my phone, so I think you should be seeing just fine. Okay. Martyr. The protagonist is Sarah Shams. He's an Iranian immigrant, a poet, and a newly sober alcoholic. Both of his parents died when he was a kid. His mother died in an airplane crash when he was a kid, and his father died when he just turned 18. This makes him obsessed with the meaningless death of his parents and genuinely the meaning of life and martyrdom. This book begs the reader to search for meaning and to seek for meaning. And I love this book because the language in this book makes you feel like everything is meaningful. Every little detail mentioned is either completely meaningless or has the meaning of the whole entire world. And I love that. I love that. The story is so interesting, and this book is so cool. I can't explain this, but this book is so cool because it completely changed the way I think of literature. It is so modern, it is so contemporary in the sense that like it just changes perspectives, it changes times, it changes personas. It's so cool. It changes like the character has dialogues with himself and with other characters, and the fact that this is a debut novel hurts my brain. Okay, this and The Safekeep, I think, are both debut novels. What the fuck? How do you just sit down? You're like, okay, so I've never written a book before, but like I feel like it's not that difficult, and you just type this shit up. Hold on. Now hold on. What do you mean? What are we thinking? Like, how are we doing that? But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. If you watched this video, I hope you did. I hope you didn't click off immediately. And if you did, well, what else did I expect? Thank you for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Tell me what book you're reading currently. I'm currently reading Joan Didion. So what's going on in your lives? Thank you. Bye.